Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. Now, I consider myself an activist, a revolutionary, if you will, as evidenced by the rationale for the name of my channel, Issues Unite. Short for Issues Unite, names divide. I am not beholden to any name. I am not into celebrity worship. I am not into cultism, such as being Democrat or Republican. These are all names. This is all about just being part of a club and being a cheering section. It's not activism, period, by any means. I just think that most of the people that are into all this kind of thing are followers. They're not activists. They're not revolutionaries. They're not pushing for literal change. They're just cheering for a name. I can post memes and quotes from celebrities all day long. And I can talk on this video all day long. But these celebrities, we don't have any political power to enact actual substantive change. And so a big thing with this stuff with AOC, the following for Bernie Sanders, and so forth, you have to look at, what kind of changes they bring about. To me, this was just, the dress is just a glaring example of celebrity worship. It did not raise awareness, as some people are claiming. Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street started in 2011, and it's still going on today. It's more fractious because it has the large-scale concentrated protests aren't as necessary because the discussion entered the public awareness, the, widespread narrative. Now, I've made it clear that, I have criticized Bernie Sanders. I am criticizing this thing with AOC because they are in a position where they have a hell of a lot more power to enact actual change. And we're waiting to see this. But every time they have the chance to enact change, they fail. Look at Sanders and the way he has just become basically a puppet of the DNC, and first Hillary Clinton and Biden, then Biden. And look at AOC. Look at Force the Vote, that she could have, and the squad could have withheld their votes for Pelosi to be Speaker, until universal health care at least came up for a recorded floor vote. But they did not force that vote. They did not withhold their votes. They just voted for Mama Bear. Now, on the other hand of this, I do not shut down opposing voices that have something to say. If Bernie Sanders says something that is of value, or AOC says something that is of value, I can quote them because the words are valid. But I am less likely to quote them than I am a celebrity that doesn't have that power, because the other person doesn't have power. They're doing it to raise awareness. If you have the action to actually change something, and all you offer is words, tweets, videos, and empty gestures, why am I going to quote you? I'm quoting a traitor. Yeah, you're not doing anything. I want people that will actually do something. But still, I will keep on listening and paying attention to what they're saying, as opposed to what they're doing. I do not cancel things out. I opposed Russiagate from the very beginning. And yet, when the Mueller report came out, I did not discount the entire thing until I read it. And then I wrote a 4-part series and did a number of videos going through the Mueller report line by line, showing exactly how false it actually was, and that there was absolutely nothing there. I mean, look at the fact that after the Mueller report came out was the attempt to impeach Trump, and they didn't use the Mueller report at all. They tried to impeach him based on a call to the Ukrainian president. So if the Mueller report was so substantive, then they would have used that. But the point is, I didn't cancel it. Now, we have a big problem in this country. Now, like a lot of people will block me, unfriend me, try to invalidate me based on ideology. And it's all based on ideology. Well, if you're not following and worshiping this celebrity, then I want nothing to do with you. If you're not in favor of Bernie Sanders, if you don't support AOC's dress, then I'm going to cancel you. But cancel culture goes up the chain. We've got Trump is still blocked from social media. I have posted a lot of videos opposing censorship. I did a number of articles the week that Alex Jones got, blocked from social media and taken down because it was censorship. It is censorship now. I do not support it. I do not support cancel culture. Yes, I will block people when all they offer is animosity, malevolent behavior, or just sheer empty ideology with no substance, because I just don't have time for it. I can argue with them all day, but they're just going to keep on repeating themselves. I can keep on giving them evidence. And the same is true with AOC and Bernie Sanders. I can keep on talking of substance all day long, but they're just going to keep on with their celebrity worship and their ideology. They might as well just be coming back with, vote blue no matter who. And I just don't have the patience for it. There's no point. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to change anything. The more power you give people that are in office and not affecting any change, the more you are rewarding them for not affecting any change. But if we close out opposing voices just because the opposing voices don't coincide with our own, we do damage to our own society. If we enact censorship allow the Parler app to be taken down just because it's a right-wing, talking, discussion site or app or whatever. We can't close out opposing voices because it comes back to bite us. The day after Alex Jones got taken off of social media, over 800 sites or social media pages got taken down, including antiwar.com, the Ron Paul Liberty Report, Cop Block, Police the Police. These were all, progressive in one sense or another. These were all progressive pages that got taken down. So if you support censorship, that censorship will come back to censor you. Remember the old poem, first they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then, the point being, the end line, when they came for me, there was nobody left to speak for me. We have to stand up and stop the cancel culture thing. You can just not listen to voices that you don't agree with. That's fine, but that doesn't mean taking them down. In many cases, I'm still going to listen to voices that I disagree with. And we need to do this, even when it is uncomfortable. If we want progress, we have to be able to change minds. You do not change minds by canceling out, by, taking away the power of their speech, getting people deplatformed, demonetized, and all this kind of thing. You're not changing minds, not in the way that you want. If anything, you get those minds more entrenched. But we can't just endorse names just for empty actions. We have to push for actions, change. So we've got to do this. This is what my channel is all about. It is, if I talk about Biden or AOC or what have you, I will talk about good and bad. Most of the time, I try to avoid names, and I focus on the issues themselves. That's the whole point. Issues unite. Yes, I'm in favor of taxing the rich. I've made that pretty damn clear. But I'm not in favor of a dress that does nothing to accomplish that. If we're not working for change, her dress would have been far more effective if she had worn it to get people to a mass protest gathering outside of the New York Stock Exchange. That would have been appropriate. To wear it to a $350,000 event where everyone there is pretty much going to oppose what you've got to say. She didn't change any minds there. She didn't change any minds on the outside. But I'm not going to cancel her for it. I'm going to wait and see what actions she takes to make change. And if she takes those actions, I will applaud. If Biden takes actions that enact positive change, I will applaud. But I'm always going to look at it critically. I'm going to look at the good and the bad, such as with the American Rescue Plan, I looked at the good, which was that it helped people, some people. It left out 17 million people. But, only 35% of the American Rescue Plan went to actual people. 65% of it went to corporations. I pointed that out at the time. I don't shut out Biden. I did a whole series on his first 100 days going on the White House website, and on occasion I still go on the White House website, and I will post videos on things that are put there. So that's not canceling out anyone. We can't cancel each other out. That does no good. We have to listen to opposing voices critically. All right? Debate things based on facts, not ideology. All right. Share this video. Talk about these subjects. We cannot endorse censorship and cancel culture. All right? Hateful speech needs to be called out. Lies need to be called out. Deceptions need to be called out. But not shut down. All right? So we can all have our different views, but we can't just silence each other. All right. Talk about it. Share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.